lion form
You
though.
could probably turn that
Or
camera
lose hit
just a
points
little
equal to your
more.
lion form.
Turn
It's
it
kind
more.
of
You should put a
look at our hallway.
silhouette down the hallway and just that stupid lights out movie. I've seen
There you go. That's fine. Right there. Stop
for
touching.
it.
Stop touching it. Hey,
Hey.
stream.
You want to keep throwing the
We're-
pencils around the mic and see what happens?
Because it is on.
Well, why did you turn it on?
Because I said we were starting. I hate you. Actually, they hate you.
Now they love me.
Nah, they don't love you.
Fucking cool.
What's up, stream, everybody? We got Mally and Swampy. Sin is here. Who else is here? I think Maury's here. Nobody cares about Maury. And a couple of lurkers. What's up, guys? We're gonna do some D&D. Like I promised, I didn't lie. I would never lie to you guys.
This is a pencil.
Yeah.
He looks at it.
Oh, she can't use pencils.
Well, I don't have a fucking pen because
Do I have to fucking get you a
I
pen?
play D&D and then D&D you don't use
No.
pens.
Everything with her is permanent. Here,
Oh my
this.
goodness. I have a pen, but
This
it's
should work.
pink.
Jesus. Those were the best pens.
I was just gonna say that might not be here when he goes home. He likes those.
This pen will.
What's wrong with it?
It has the same scratchiness as a pencil.
Oh my fucking god.
Will you please walk 5 feet and give me
The
I'm
buyers
pretty sure it's
fucking
longer than 5 feet.
Crayola markers.
I'm just gonna get you crayons.
my
You can do your entire.
It's
We'll have to
okay.
inflate the character sheets.
I will
Like,
use this
This
pen.
pen.
This is fine.
no, it's not.
It's fine.
Oh my god. Sin says he loves you. You fucking cunt.
Fucking
Do a silent stream. That's actually not a bad idea, Mally.
We need subtitles though.
That would be kind of boring. Somebody's in a mood tonight.
I was doing a silent stream.
Don't touch me.
That's a lion.
Your lion was attacking the bad guy.
Oh.
You were winning.
I was. Oh well, then you can touch my leg.
I don't want to touch your lion. Your lion's dead to me.
Cordelia's not there.
You might need.
Yeah, I was gonna
that
say, why is
lion.
Cordelia there?
She's not.
Well,
I mean, she is, but not in that form.
alright, so, yeah, we're here. We're gonna get started.
We're gonna be kind of weird tonight.
We're always kind of fucking weird. It's fine. So, yeah, what's up, guys? First of all, introductions, just in case anybody's new, or anybody's watching the videos that I'm 2 videos behind on. We won't talk about that. What the fucking...
She just wasted that 14.
Yes, you did! That 14 will not show up the rest of the night. This is the kind of dice that you get 1 number, and that's it.
She's spitting on you.
Well, that's fucking normal. Introductions! Electro, what's up, bud? My name is Void Forever, obviously, I think. I don't know. I am the streamer. I'm the one who's hosting this train wreck of a show, I guess is what it is now. That's what we're turning it into. I am the party's rogue. We're all currently level 5. And my name is Robert Bach Stabor. Across from me is Void Mama. Your character's name is?
Marin,
And you are a?
wood elf, druid wood elf,
And
and a dire lion.
she's a dire lion now.
She is a dire lion.
She got it.
She got it.
Very good. Also across from me, who's playing with the kitties and doesn't give a shit about the stream, is my
She flipped.
is my lovely girlfriend, Gamer Kirei. Some of you know her as Morg as well. Most of you know her as Morg, actually. Her character is I will be introducing because she is nameless, and she is a bloodthirsty, murderous.
Murder hobo.
She's a murder hobo, apparently. She is a ranger. She's also a wood elf ranger. No, I'm sorry. She's a
I don't think I can
dwelf.
talk to you.
Well, good, because you're silent anyways, so I don't care.
Remember that.
Fuck you. To my left is Crono's lovely wife, Catzi. Most of you know who she is. She used to run Final Fantasy with us. The only reason she doesn't is because we don't run anymore. Her character is...
I'm Ozzy, the Vengeance Paladin.
Okay, and again, we are all level 5, just so you guys know. And to my right, who's standing up, putting his butt in the camera, that is Crono. You guys hear him play games with me all the time. He is the DM. He does control our fates, our lives, and our loot. So, I will...
In that order.
In that order, yes. Loot is the least important to him, while it's the most important to us. So, I will go ahead and turn the stream over to him, so that he may...
So first I will part the veils of reality. You're welcome, Steg. Steg's OCD was acting up a little bit. It's like, those guys are off. So
Is that why you stood up and...
Yeah, because Steg said there's minis that are not squared up. So...
Alright. Hey, Paul, what's up, bud?
Trying to make sure that your viewers are happy.
Okay, alright.
And specifically Steg.
I'm okay with that.
Fuck the rest of y'all.
Yeah, fuck the rest of you guys.
Almost Faro's here. Hi, Faros, I love you.
I don't think he's here right now.
It scratches.
Bummer.
It scratches.
It does. It makes a noise. When you
She
write with it.
started it.
Am I gonna have to separate you two?
Yes.
She's mean to me.
Like, half an hour later...
She stole something.
No, she didn't steal anything. She's just fucking with Steg now.
Steal anything.
Are we all fucking 8 years old? Pretty soon I'm gonna look over there and Mom's gonna be like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
She wouldn't be.
Morg will be like,
Accurate.
she's touching me. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Jesus.
Do you remember what I used to do when you guys did that in the backseat of the car?
I never did that. I was the model child.
No, you guys were terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I put the yardstick up so I could beat you guys.
Child abuse on stream. Why don't you just lay out everything wrong that you've done in your
The
life?
statutes of limitations have
I
expired
never
at
actually
this point.
smacked you, but when I did that, you guys got scared and you quit it.
Oh, so you ruled through fear.
Yes. It's a very effective parenting tool.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
This is why we get so upset when we're playing games on stream.
Beat your children, and apparently they'll turn out semi-normal.
No, threaten to beat your children.
Threaten to beat your children, and they'll turn into streamers like me.
Do it well, you never actually have to beat them.
Uh-huh. Can we go?
Anyway.
Can we go?
I'm sorry, she started it.
Oh my god.
Anyhow, so where we left off, the group had just arrived in the town of Buffalo, the Mexican halfling and predominantly Mexican halfling and African American town, very Shire-like. And you met up with the mayor there, Mayor Enrique, who is
Weird
very
character.
very fond. Very
Irish
fond.
one.
Actually, that's true.
That's what I hear.
He was
I don't hear
odd,
what you're
though.
hearing. I just hear your mother.
What the fuck is happening?
It's probably... Never mind, just keep going. It's probably just me.
What is it that you're hearing?
I hear an extremely high-pitched whine. Do you not hear it?
Yeah, it's over there.
You do
It's
hear
like
it?
I've heard it since I got here. Whatever.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
Did you turn that off?
Yes.
Keep going.
What the hell are we looking for?
Keep going.
He's evidently got some sort of... He's freaking out right now.
Something's dying. Your motherboard's dying.
It better not be my motherboard.
It's not-
That's really annoying, though. Are you sure it's coming from there?
Sounds like it.
Does stream hear that? Do you guys hear... Like, is my mic picking up an extremely high-pitched whine?
What did you feed him?
He's like in
Computer's
dollars.
about to blow up.
Well, we've had this
That's
issue with
sad.
lights before.
Yeah, the lights have made high-pitched noises before.
Yeah, so...
That have driven me up a wall.
I think it's over
They hear nothing.
Well, that's good.
You're a fan, but...
No, there's... something going on. Make sure it's not that machine. Go ahead and continue.
I missed the first part, so can you start from the beginning?
yeah. You dumb motherfuckers arrived in Boofaloo, the Hobbit,
Who's laughing at Boofaloo?
Hobbit Shire, like, Mexican, halfling, and African American town.
I'm listening.
Yes, apparently everybody's listening. Upon your arrival there, you met up with Enrique, who, well, your main reason for actually being there was because Trumpleton, suspected that there was terrorist activity going on behalf of Bernard. But when you got to the town, there was like nothing going on that you could tell. So, you did actually meet with the mayor, Enrique, who had let you know that there had been some attacks that had been happening within the city from goblins, though. So, no terrorist attacks, but definitely goblin attacks. Further investigation yielded some evidence that gunpowder was stolen, explosive powders, alchemist fire powders had been stolen from a very lavish merchant in town, Roberto Oppenheimer. Roberto sent you on a task to root out the thieving person, which he believed to be a new butcher in town, which led you guys to an old friend. He wouldn't really consider a friend, but an old acquaintance of Robert and Osley. And Tyrone, the butcher, used to be a wheat dealer on behalf of McFlanagan. That was a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago. He's out of the game.
Probably not still doing.
Nah, he's out of the game, except he wasn't. He was still in the game. He was very much in the game.
Put on your headphones.
You guys managed to convince Tyrone to actually help you guys figure out what's going on with Roberto, and what you guys ended up finding was a secret passageway behind Roberto's shop into the side of the hills, which led you to just a stockpile of explosives, explosive powder, barrels full of explosive materials, alchemist fire. You also managed to find a letter that implicated that Trumpleton had basically hired Roberto to blow up something, or at least collect the powder so something could be blown up. Further investigation yielded an exit outside the little town to right at the base of Trumpleton's wall, the Great Wall, where some hobgoblins and goblins were currently rooting around with some explosive materials against the wall. Morg's quick thinking, she launched a fireball arrow at that shit.
Not you. You've been useless.
Yeah.
Me.
And literally incinerated and blew apart all of the goblins and hobgoblins, so there was just little arms and small fragments of goblin meat.
That happens when she gets involved.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she tends to blow things up. You actually caused the wall, I mean, it solved an issue. There's an opening in the wall now so you can get to the other side.
True.
Unfortunately, waiting on the other side of the wall was an ice giant that plowed
Just
on
happened
through,
to be there.
Just happened to be chilling out. Get it? Chilling.
Mhm.
Chilling out, ice giant. Listen, he probably made a home on the other side and blew out the fucking... He doesn't know what's on the other side of that wall. He just assumes, hey, this is a convenient thing that I can build against. You probably destroyed his home. He probably had children. He thought that was the safest place for his children, so he put him at the back of the wall.
So are you saying that we just blew his children to
Yes,
bits?
you blew his mini human...
And where's Mrs. Ice Giant?
Well, Mrs. Ice Giant, she died in a deadly blizzard years ago. So he was
That
an
doesn't
only,
make
he was an
sense.
only father.
That doesn't make sense.
It does.
A blizzard?
Really big icicles.
Couldn't have been like Firestorm?
No, it's
2016?
No, it's giant icicles. Giant icicles. She tripped. during the blizzard broke her neck.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so you murdered a family.
Wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, wouldn't be
Probably
the
won't be
first.
the last.
While the ice giant was substantially more difficult foe than the hobgoblins, you did manage to defeat it. But all of you are very much so in dire straits right now. I believe you only had like 4 or 5 hit points left.
Well, I did get healed.
Yeah.
I'll have to look, but...
But Ozzy is down to like 3 hit points, saved by her horse Hasselhoff at the very end.
I got back up to 16.
16.
I was at 9 at one point, but I did get put back up to 16. So.
At the very end, the ice giant threw 2 of you at each other,
Yeah.
and so everybody. Aelin is injured. Everybody is not in a good way currently. And right after defeating the ice giant, basically spilling out from both sides. Of course, cat cam time. Spilling out from both sides of the wall are several black-garbed guards, which you assume to be the wall guards for Trumpleton's men, essentially.
Honey, you can't be here.
She's having fun.
I know.
I'm having fun. I'm eating candy. Is that Orange Crush? Yes, it is.
It is Orange Crush, brought to you by...
No, it would be Void Stream, brought to you by...
I was going to see who the company was, but...
I think it's-
Generic soda company.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Coke. I think they own Crush.
I've lost interest.
What are you doing?
We're now
Oh, I can
interested.
touch
Whatever
We're
I
all-
want.
I'm touching.
I'm old. I can touch whatever I want.
That's right.
Ooh.
So, while the wall...
42.
The other side of the wall is in sight, but you are now beset by very cautious guardsmen. They're all humans, basically. They're approaching you. Weapons are drawn. They're not being hostile, but they certainly are concerned. You can see that a couple of them are checking out the hole in the wall. And they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
That is going to be hard to explain to Trumpleton.
Well, I found out it's Dr. Pepper and 7-Up. But what's a little bit more disconcerting is, in smaller print, partially produced with genetic engineering. I'm dead serious. I don't think I can show it on stream because of how the light hits it, but partially produced with genetic engineering.
I hope there's stem cells in here.
Carry on. Stem cells.
So,
We're surrounded.
yeah, pretty much. You guys are essentially. I mean, there's like almost 24. That's not even really all of them, but that's all of the.
Oh,
Let's continue to fight, guys. I've got 16 hit points. She's got, what do you have, 4?
3.
3?
I'm gonna heal
I mean, they're
myself
very
quick.
confused at what's going on because there's a dead frost giant like right in front of you that was just pummeled by. There's the whole Hasselhoff is still just slamming his hoofs into this frost
Man, when that
giant.
horse gets something into his head, he is dedicated.
And there's pieces of hobgoblins scattered about the area. One of the guards picks up an arm and is like, "Oh God!"
That's not an arm, sir. It's
goblin penis.
what dick waggling fucking goblins.
One of the men finally gets enough courage.
Is it the captain? Is there a captain?
Could be the captain.
Do we notice?
You can see that he is dressed. I mean, they're all fairly similarly dressed. Black garb. They've got. You can see like some mail underneath.
Do I
some
recognize
jerkins.
any of their insignia? Like their...
You might.
They
Go
are
ahead and
soldiers.
make a history check with advantage.
18.
18. Yes.
You don't have
do.
any plus?
I just had +1.
Okay.
I have +5 history.
Shocking. Yes, you definitely do recognize them. While they are Trumpleton's wall guards, they are known as the Evening Watch.
The evening's watch.
Evening's Watch. They
Sword.
It's
They-
high noon.
they protect the wall.
Not
from-
very well.
Well, who wouldn't know? They actually protect the wall from both sides, but primarily they are stationed at the wall to prevent. Hi, kitty. To prevent attacks from, or well, warn of attacks from the other side of the wall, from the savage lands of Canadlia. You at a long time ago when you were fighting giants beyond the wall, you had fought beside some of them, and some of them are known to be on Trumpleton's cause, but a lot of them are just there, because it's a good fucking job.
I was going to say, does she recognize any of them? Like, are any of them old comrades?
You don't recognize any of them. Where you happen to fight, it wasn't in this particular area.
Is there like a captain or something?
You
among
do,
them?
yeah. You recognize, while they're all similarly garbed, the captain does show up. He's got like a black wool fur mantle on, and
Gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna picture all this.
He's got curly black hair.
If I'd known, I would have loaded up a video source and just put it on stream.
actually, yes, the guy that approaches does have
So
black
weird.
curly hair.
At this point, we really can't say hold the door because we kind of blew it up. But
On either side of him, he is flanked, so he gets the courage, the captain, to step forward.
She's gonna pull her collar up a little bit because she still has her lieutenant bars on it.
Bucket lieutenant, bitch.
If they give us any trouble.
She's popping that collar.
He's talking to you.
Hey, Pex, long time no see.
Oh, I hear Phoenix.
Oh, he does whine.
Talking to someone, not me.
So flanking him on either side, he is. There's a woman to his right who is not garbed in the same way as Trumpleton's men, and on his left is an obscenely fat guard. And he approaches very cautiously, sort of sizing you up.
I'm gonna let Osley take it from here
I think so too.
because these
want
are
to kill anybody.
these are her people. I don't think we. I think you could get one arrow off before they stabbed
swarm
you.
us.
I have a fireball arrow. I could kill half of them.
Do you not remember what happened to John?
King of the North. He came back and he was king of the North. That's what happened to John.
Spoilers.
She's
It's been a
gonna
week. I don't give a fuck
ignore
about spoilers.
the girl and the fat guy and just step up to the captain and ask him. I mean, ignoring the hole, what's your status of the other side of the wall?
Sorry.
He kind of gestures and goes, ignoring the hole. Aside from the dead giant, the hole is really the only thing that we can't ignore.
Sorry.
What?
Well-
Did you do this?
No.
No.
Actually, we did not.
We came here to stop the people that were going to do this. We just got here a little late.
The fuck was with the ice giant that you just had hanging out over here?
Aren't you guys supposed to be protecting the wall? Why was there an ice giant?
Well, we know that there are a couple of ice giants
Well, we took
that
care
made
of it.
houses
You're
at
welcome.
the base of the wall.
We made houses.
We go down there occasionally and clear him out, but that one, he'd been trading with us. He'd been very friendly, a peaceful giant.
Then why did he attack us?
Because you threw a hole in his fucking house!
Well, what was this Bob the ice giant? Phil? His name was Phil, wasn't it? Phil the ice giant.
His name, ironically, was Boom Boom.
Well, we apologize for killing Boom.
Can you have that horse stop? The horse just cocks its head and just goes, while staring right at him.
Pass. Calm down.
What is
You
what
got
is
it.
wrong with that?
He neighs, and you understand it to be when the Hoff gets going, the Hoff stays going.
What's going?
Can't stop that Trans Am.
Can't stop, won't stop. All right. So,
So you're trading with the giants. You know the only good giant's a dead one, right?
Wow.
your
She's
racial enemy is
very not happy.
okay.
Well, we know that the Giants were a pretty bad group beyond the wall there, but he was feeding us intelligence
Uh-huh.
about the wildlings, so sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my ally, but also my enemy.
Uh-huh. And he wasn't taking information about you guys back to his people?
What's he gonna take? It's a wall.
Numbers?
Many? Yeah.
We didn't show him numbers.
What?
He couldn't read anyways.
Do numbers.
What kind of intelligence
He couldn't
did
count.
he feed you before we so rudely killed him?
Movements on the other side of the wall, settlements that are nearby.
I want
Unfortunately,
to.
because he can't do math, his distances were.
I want to remind you, he attacked us. We didn't rudely. He started. He came out the gate swinging.
But these guys seem to be a little upset that he's dead.
They're not necessarily upset. They're
So
more
I-
surprised than anything
I'm
else.
Trying to.
Like, given being a thief and like these guys are surprised. They're not. Trust me, I've seen surprise before.
One of the guys like, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. He stabs his sword in the ground. They all,
Round of applause.
yeah, they all just start clapping.
Is there anything more specific that you could share with us that he shared with
Who the
you?
fuck are you people?
Alright, you take that
Well,
one.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
We want to tell him.
Well, I mean, technically we were here on Trumpleton's request, but then, Trumpleton wants the fucking town taken out. Obviously, the town has nothing to do
Yeah.
with anything. So, like, and did you say that not all of these guards have Trumpleton's insignia?
All of them have the same. It's not Trumpleton's insignia. It is the Evening's Watch. So they are predominantly a wall protection unit.
Okay.
Many-
So they don't necessarily work
They're
for
technically employed because Trump owns the wall, so he employs all of those on the wall, but they are not specifically his guards.
Trumpleton. Okay. Well, it would, and considering the captain, it would probably be okay to tell him what's going on. I would say.
Yeah. Well, I and the halfling are with the FBI.
I'm the halfling. So, how you doing? Killed giant.
We're here on Trumpleton's orders to find out what's going on with the town and the wall.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Kill the giant.
You have 3 HP.
+6, so
Act out your fucking life.
Kill the giant.
with advantage, you said.
With advantage, yeah.
Oh crap! I can't add. 23.
Nice.
Yeah. You're alright in my book.
Hey.
He kind of apprises you for a moment, and he sort of gazes at the rest of the party. Make a perception check.
I get to re-roll that because it was a 1.
You do get to reroll that.
This die is
There
going
goes
to
that
piss.
14.
Yeah,
All
that
thanks
would have
to
been
Noel.
nice. Sorry, I'm yelling into the mic. It's right here. Sorry, guys. Ugh, it's not. You said perception?
Yeah.
I don't remember how many. I think I still had 1 roll left
For luck point?
for my luck point.
I believe you only used 2 of them.
I think I only used 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you got a 20.
Okay, that's much better. So that would be 23.
23? Okay. So,
Should have rolled an 18.
while Ozzy and the captain are are chatting and basically talking back and forth, and as she's explaining that you guys here are on Trumpleton's orders, essentially, and that the both of you are working for the FBI, you can see that several of the Evening's Watch guards, not all of them, but several of them are staring at you very intently.
Me specifically?
Yeah, they're staring at you specifically.
Do you want them? You can have them.
Are they... What race are they?
They're all humans.
They are humans,
These
okay.
are all humans that are standing around you. You definitely have seen this kind of tension in the past.
Well, they don't necessarily know that I'm a rogue,
No,
but this is a racial thing.
this is a race thing.
This is a race thing.
Halfling
Okay.
lives matter. So they're definitely not very thrilled with you.
Am I still in my lion form?
No, you're with. I'm assuming not. Are you still in your lion form? I think you got knocked out of it because you lost so many hit points.
Rocker.
So unless you actually go back into it,
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be the
I'm
best.
fairly certain that they would not react the same way as McFlanagan. That's a lion. That's a lion. So definitely they're eyeballing you. You can tell that they've kind of got some darker thoughts in their mind about you. So, just something that you observed.
Who got the killing... Do you remember who got the killing blow on the giant?
The horse.
Horse.
Shit. Because I want to walk over and pull my rapier out while I'm looking at them and
Cutlass.
just be like... Or my cutlass. And just be like, stop.
Ooh, bitch.
Kill the giant.
Do some explosives with this motherfucker.
You think I give a shit?
So as you're chatting with the captain a little bit more, he's like, well, we do know that Trumpleton
Lily.
was, Steg is gonna lose his shit. He says that Trumpleton, was planning on sending some men to come investigate. I don't know why he would have chosen the FBI specifically to come and investigate this. Suffice to say, him and King Obama not on great terms.
No.
We have business beyond the wall. We volunteered. As tribute.
Volunteers true. So he kind of eyeballs you again for a few moments, and the woman behind him kind of steps forward, and she's looking at you real bitchy. She's like, "You're a fucking liar."
Wow.
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
She looks over and she goes, "You know nothing, Jonathan Sleet."
Lily, you're killing me, sweetheart.
So she doesn't believe anything that you're putting out right now.
Darling.
Whoa!
We're talking.
The adults are talking.
The adults are
He's,
talking.
She looks at you. She's like, "How about I put a fucking arrow in your face?"
This is business between
What's your name? What's your name?
I don't know what that is, but thank
Yeah.
you for following.
Tia Zerk. Well, the bot didn't list it. Or did it? It didn't. That's weird.
Thanks for the follow, though.
Tia, Taya, thank you so much for the follow. Apologize that I ruined your name. I'm really bad at that. But thanks, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the void.
The captain puts his arm up and he's like, "Just fucking relax.
Chill out.
I'm the captain." She just sneers at you, and the captain turns back and basically says, "Well, you seem, despite murdering our informant."
I'll remind you, he attacked us first.
Sure. I'm sure that this can all be sorted out. You guys look like you have taken quite a beating, so maybe we could talk about this further in a less open area with,
Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah. So he gestures. He says, there's an entrance to the wall here.
There's also a hole.
Well, We have actual doors to the other side.
Well, now you've got another.
So,
We didn't mean to blow a hole into. We didn't know there was that much gunpowder over there.
gunpowder.
Whatever.
Well, no, there was
Alchemist fire.
gunpowder. He's like,
Oh.
is that so? That's how the hole in the wall got here? Like,
Yes.
Apparently, somebody in the what town is that called again?
Buffalo.
Apparently, somebody in Buffalo has been working with the goblins and creating tons of powder. There's even more of it. Can we show them where the trapdoor is?
Yeah.
There's even more of it down this trapdoor.
He gestures to the wall and he says, "Let's go ahead and talk more at the wall. Get you guys, some food in you. Get you rested up. We'll get this whole
Give me more arrows.
issue sorted out. Yes, get you
A short
more
rest.
arrows.
Maybe we can get the horse some tranquilizers, some horse tranks, perhaps.
Pass.
He gestures. He gestures behind him towards the portly guard and says, "Samwise, please take them to the wall."
Samwise Genji?
What?
Samwise Genji?
Gamgi.
Gamgi?
Yeah, Gamgi.
I thought we were going for an Overwatch crossover here.
Anyway, so he gestures to the fat guy, and for you guys to follow him.
I would like to keep an eye on those guards as we walk away. Just
So the majority of the guards that were eyeballing you are staying behind. So you can see that the captain is basically making orders. He's sending them. He's got a couple of guards going beyond the wall to see what's going on. On the other side, you can see an exploded, broken in half bed and a small dead giant lying on the ground.
you just made that up.
Head bleeding out.
Oh.
In the meantime, a bunch of the other guards are, a couple others are going down into the trapdoor investigating.
And they weren't eyeing either of them.
Both of them have hoods, so they weren't specific that they're tall enough that
They could be human.
they could hide what they are. They just noticed you and were really looking at you.
Okay.
He's my son.
Come along, child. Yes, mama.
That's fine.
Skip.
So are they taking us? Do they have living quarters in the actual wall?
You can tell that the wall itself is pretty substantial. It's thick.
Okay.
It's a thick wall, and there are towers at the wall. So you can see as the wall moves up further, it expands outward. So you're suspecting that that additional expansion of the walls are bigger rooms and places too. So Sam goes ahead and takes the lead. You guys are still followed by another column worth of men, though. They're keeping an eye on you. They don't have they put their weapons away, so you can tell that they're not aggressive at this point. And the orders that they've gotten from their captain is just take you to the wall, and so as a sign of good faith, they're keeping unarmed, and they're allowing you to keep your weapons too. So there's no disparity between the two.
Well, good, because we got a horse. We don't need weapons. I'm just saying.
They've asked if the horse can stay below. Not that they have any giants inside, but there are men that are larger that he might mistake for giants. So you guys are led a short distance along the side of the wall, and there's basically just a small opening with a closed heavy steel portcullis with a couple of guards on the other side of it, basically watching you guys as you approach. Sam goes ahead and he tells the guys to open on up. We're going to take found some civilians. You're going to take them into the keep, and takes you basically past the portcullis. You wait a few moments just in a little passageway and all you can see is just this stone hallway that leads to a small, it looks like a very small room,
Mm-hmm.
but you can tell that there are platforms at the bottom, and then you can see that snowflakes are slowly just drifting down from above. So it's an opening in the center of the wall, practically, that seems to go all the way up through the wall. Very shortly, you're joined by the captain. He does show up. He finally, he also does introduce himself, that his name is Kit. Kit Sleep. Yep. Noticeably absent is the female in leather hides.
What's her name? Or what about her? I'm sorry.
She's absent. She's
Absent.
not there.
Okay.
She's not there.
I missed
don't
that.
know what her name is yet. So Kit basically gestures for you guys to go ahead and head down the passageway, and he follows behind you guys. You basically spill into it's like a 10 by 10 just room. There are giant, like, thick chains that are wrapped around this system. It's like an elevator, basically.
I was going to say,
pull.
it's got to be like a pulley.
Yeah. And you can, as you kind of gaze up, as the snowflakes are slowly drifting down, you can see that it's practically into the clouds. It's so high. And you can see that there are several slots like floors.
What's your name? What's your name?
Tex. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the voice.
He gestures to the chains to you guys, and he says, "Well, guests get to pull us up."
Let's let the halfling do it.
Where's the horse?
I'm just fucking with you. We'll take turns. I'm just fucking with you again. You don't think we invested in a portal? He reaches to one of the stone walls, or one of the bricks within the stone wall, and he pulls it out, and it's like on a hinge, and he reaches inside, and you can see him manipulating some sort of device, and you guys are immediately teleported to a completely different area.
I was
longer
paying
outside.
very close attention when that happened, by the way.
Were you?
I was, just in case.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right.
Out of luck points, aren't you?
Yeah. That depends. Was I being carried and resting while we were walking there?
You were not.
Okay, well then I only got an 8.
Only got an 8. Okay.
A door! A secret door!
This is what you saw.
Great. Never mind then.
You did pick out what brick it was on.
Well, that's good.
So you guys are basically teleported from to a completely different area. You can tell, and it immediately turns. I mean, you were cold. You were pretty cold.
Mm-hmm.
While on the outside of the wall, after you blew it open, is really when you started to feel the chill. There is a substantial climate difference, and it's very unusual how it turns from chilly to just frozen on the other side of the wall. And you're really starting to feel that. You were starting to feel that, but as soon as you were teleported within this massive wall structure, you're teleported into a darker room. There's just a couple of torch brackets on the wall, but you are blasted with heat, and you feel a lot
I'm
more
officially very uncomfortable with this whole situation.
How come? You've been here before, haven't you?
You've been
Yeah.
not in this particular spot, but
I've
you're
seen
familiar
that.
with the wall.
Yeah.
Similar rooms
Yeah.
and crap down the wall.
So,
Yeah, so you would be familiar, and you've seen the portals before. You haven't used them yourself necessarily, but you are familiar with
so just look at her and give her a look of
a pat on the head.
of ease.
Um,
Scratch her behind the ears. She likes that.
Aylin's been really quiet for a while. He's sort of just been watching the area. You can tell he's looking a little shifty, though. He's up to something. You're not sure what, but he's up to something.
Every-
boyfriend.
Every time he sees something new under his breath, he's all, "Huh."
He's staring at the bricks.
I think that
He's trying to open one of the bricks in the side, and he's just...
He's knocking on him.
Is he like
Cervantes? So, how about Cervantes from
Cervantes.
fucking Soul Calibur?
Yes.
Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Void.
But you can tell that your brother, you've seen him with that look before. You're not sure.
He's thinking of
You know it's never a good thing when he starts to
Yeah.
when he puts his hand like this
Then, yeah.
and starts peering around. You know he's up to something.
The worst part is that he's injured and he's still doing this. He's hurt and he's still very interested in what's going on. So even I'm a little worried at this point.
He limps a little bit, but it's not the leg that he's injured. Ooh.
Took an arrow to the knee. Took an ice giant to the knee.
So you can actually tell from where you teleported to within this giant wall, and your ears have popped. So you've gone a substantial height into the air, and your oxygen is a little bit thinner too. So you guys can tell that you're very high up in the wall, wherever you are within this wall. Kit goes ahead and he leads the group out of the room. You can see a couple of the evening's guards sort of milling around through some hallways as you guys, as he sort of leads the way. Some of the guards that have been with you break off, so it's just a much smaller contingent. It's just Kit, Samwise, and 3 other guards that are kind of just in the back.
I assume this looks like the barracks, or it's connected to the barracks.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely. I mean it's all stone, heavily worn walkways, so it's a lot of foot traffic. There are a lot of crisscross corridors that you guys are kind of making your way through. As you kind of peer down different hallways, you can see substantially larger rooms, but also a lot of rooms that are closed off with doorways. So you can't really get a good idea of what is in the areas. From your experience within the wall in the past, you remember areas like this where this would predominantly be a barracks type section of the keep. You're probably near the very top because there tends to be a lot of these crisscross rooms, and the wall is much fatter at the top than it is at the bottom. So they've built out stone structures to accommodate large numbers of men. So a lot of these corridors lead to different dormitory barracks rooms, essentially. Where Kit leads you, he appears to lead you into a great hall, basically just a massive room with wooden mahogany.
I was going to say,
Rich
as soon as you
mahogany.
said wooden, I'm like, mahogany?
Yeah, mahogany wood.
I know my mahogany.
And you look at it, you're like, that's some good mahogany.
Damn straight. That's expensive.
It is, yes.
It's expensive.
Heavy, too. I mean,
Yeah.
Shit probably must have been hard to get
Well,
out.
that's why they've got the portal.
Who knows how long
They didn't-
that portal...
they didn't actually
they just
install
put
the
that in
portal?
yesterday.
Oh, the portal was installed
Yeah,
yesterday?
they were pulling the chains with all the mahogany furniture. Everything is
That's why those
mahogany.
guards were looking at me, because they're like, this guy will never be able to pull mahogany up the...
What use is he? That's why they hate the halflings so much. They're so weak.
They're too... Yeah, they were too
Mahogany.
small.
So he takes you into this great hall that it's not filled with people, but there's a substantially large amount of guards within the room. Many of them are not equipped with wearing armor, but they do all have weapons at their hips. They're just sort of eating. You can see that several of them notice you when you walk into the room. So not all of them necessarily,
Sup, guys?
but there are quite a few that have sort of picked you out and eyeballed you.
Mm-hmm.
Aylin's behind you going,
Am I aware with my past history with them that they are very racist?
You have met
Some of them?
You have met some of the Trumpleton's men on the wall before. They are probably specifically vehement believers in Trumpleton and very racist.
Okay.
So it's more the Trumpleton, not necessarily the Evening
It's
Watch
not Evening's
guards.
Watch necessarily.
It's the
It
Trumpleton.
is men that are specifically believers in Trumpleton.
Okay. So not everyone wants to throw me off the wall, off the side.
Some of them don't even look at you. Some of them wouldn't even give a fuck if you just died right there. Okay, all of them wouldn't give a fuck if you died right
That's what
there.
I-
Especially the
the
Trumpletons,
racist
man.
ones.
Well, the guy that's got to clean it up might, but
No, they just leave it there.
Mally was like, no check for wood knowledge.
No check for wood. No, that's how good Robert is with wood.
I told him, I said, I know my wood.
Yeah. That should be. We gotta.
It's an automatic 20.
We gotta email WotC and tell him, hey, there's no wood checks. going
Exactly.
on."
Like when you're being, when arrows are being fired at your
Yeah.
head, it
You
would
wanna
help to know.
What kind of is that oak?
Yeah, like because then you know what the travel distance might be
Yeah.
on that arrow.
Exactly.
And so I'm just saying, wood knowledge, guys.
Very important.
Talk to your DMs today. Wood knowledge.
Homebrew rule.
Homebrew rule.